What's up, people? Alright, so this is our second video in the series for the bass fishing videos. Just a couple of techniques how to catch a bass. Today we're going to be going over one of my favorites is a little spinnerbait. So this pond, I don't catch a whole lot of fish out of this particular body of water. So it's really good to make instructional videos, if that helps you. So a lot of people, they just want to catch a fish. They just we already went over the drop shot. That's usually a spinning setup, 6 to 8 pound line, working it really slowly, just jigging it along. This is not a slow presentation. There are slower presentations. For today, we're using a willow blade, which is that guy right there, and then we have a mini little Colorado blade. Okay, so the willow blade is more for the flash. The Colorado blade is more for the vibration. Okay, so when people flaming me as they drive by. Oh, actually, never mind. Okay, so I don't know how close I should be. I'm not all that to look at. So, anyways, so this is the normal setup right here. Okay, so very popular. Everybody uses it. This is a Strike King Kevin Van Dam signature series, whatever. A couple different ways that I fish this bait, especially on clear water like today, is I will actually make sure I can always. Oh my God! I can always see the bait, like that fish right there. Scared the shit out. Shoot. Oh, he's in that grass too. Okay, so this is a carbon light reel. I wasn't expecting to catch anything, actually. Alright, so that's why we fish the spinner baits around cover like this grass, because there's a lot of places for those fish to hide. As you can see, he immediately went into the grass, so you don't want to use a really light line. This is 14-pound Seagar, and that is a good solid 3-pound fish. That's cool, man. So anyways, you interrupted me. I was trying to teach these people something. Okay, so when I caught this fish, what I was doing is I casted it out and made sure that I could see. It was always in my line of sight, and make sure that I could actually kind of maneuver it. There you go, buddy. So I can maneuver the spinnerbait around those points so that it doesn't pick up a lot of grass. It does take practice to do that. Sometimes when you twitch it, certain spinnerbaits, if you twitch them, they'll actually change direction because it makes their blades spin a little differently. But that was cool. So anyway, so I'm just making sure that it's in my line of sight. It's literally on top of the water. Look for little pockets. I try not to just blatantly blind cast with spinnerbaits, just because I do like to, like I said, try to keep them in my line of sight so I can actually see the fish hit it when they do. So I'm a little bit more prepared. Don't get me wrong. Oh, there are applications for spinnerbaits. They're hitting. There are applications for spinnerbaits to work them slow. Usually you want a little bit larger blade, a little larger Colorado blade. That way it gives off a lot of vibration. I'm going to catch that fish that just hit it. And I'm going to twitch it every once in a while, just because it does give off a little bit more flash, and it's not just a steady retrieve. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of guys out there that like their steady retrieves. Like a steady retrieve. This is a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel. It's a carbon light, or maybe it's a 7-to-1, 7-to-2, something like that. And I will go ahead. I'm so excited to catch that fish. So I will twitch it every once in a while, just so I can get. Well, first of all, because there's more action, and then second of all, I'll twitch it because I want to get any grass off it if I picked up some grass, because you can't always tell if you have grass. Really easy way to tell is that right there when I reel it over grass and I pick up a bunch of grass. So it is an open hook. It will pick up grass. Some people use trailer hooks. I'm not crazy about trailer hooks. They've never increased my hookup ratio. I think I've caught one. I think like when I hit him. Okay. When I'm fishing for bass, they're pretty dedicated, man, because like I said, I'm not just blatantly using in this rhythm, this muscle memory rhythm, where you're reeling it in and just not paying attention. I'm very active when I'm fishing this, so you got to fish like you mean it, you know. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people catch fish. Oh man, there's no way y'all can hear me. I'll get a little closer so that you can hear me a little better. Sorry about the area. Oh. So there's a front coming through right now. Sorry about the wind. That fish. You hit it right there. Come on, come on, come on. Also, if you see the edge of weeds, like you see these edges, and there's a couple other edges out there, a little little weed bars, if you will. You know what a sandbar is? I call it weed bars. And so I'll actually drop it off of those little weed bars, and so it will drop it in the face of those fish. Give them a little bit more opportunity to hit my bait. There are, ideally what you would do, especially in a boat, you're going to fish the edges of those weeds, of those points, of the, especially the differentiated, this lightning's getting me nervous. So I'm probably going to shut the video down for you. But anyway, so let's go over our points that we've learned so far. So we have the different types of baits, like this Colorado Willow/Colorado blade. Oh, there he is. Really good combination. It's a big head. Got a big old head. That's it right there. And so when I was catching that fish, I was twitching it. You saw how I was variating my speed. He's not very, doesn't have a whole lot of meat to him. Not like that other one. So, yeah. So that's fun right there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'll talk a little bit. Still got a couple minutes left. That way you can watch me fish, and I'll use a couple different speeds. I was using the drop shot before this, just to teach people how to do drop shots, and I didn't catch anything, but for whatever reason they're liking the spinnerbait. It's kind of like that when I was doing my my Browning Superlight review, which is an excellent rod. I highly recommend it, and no, Browning is not paying me for that. They can if they want to. But yeah, this is another thing you gotta watch out for, because there are all types of ways to get all hung up in stuff. So yeah, just make sure that your blades are in place, your knot's holding well. Usually after a couple of big fish, because you will catch all sizes of fish with the spinnerbait. So I'm just going to reel it in and see if we can catch another fish for you. I'm just fishing these little weed points, if you will. See? I dropped it right when we was hitting it. But that fish, he didn't feel the hook, so he's probably still there. Come on, get it. Get it. Also, when you're, I noticed that when I'm having good days on a spinnerbait, the bait is really nervous, and so that's a good indication that the bass are feeding pretty actively. Thank you, weeds. That's awesome. This is actually a cranking stick. I like to use it for spinnerbaits because the tip is a little soft, and it is a bigger rod. Come on. The water's pretty clear it just rained yesterday. So. 2 fish on video, that's pretty good, right? Pretty fun. First cast. So yeah, just variate your speed. Variate? Vary your speed. If your spinnerbait starts leaning, just kind of twitch it, and it should straighten out. If it doesn't, then there's something up with the alignment of your blade, so you might need to bend it over or left or right, and just test it. You know, you're out fishing, you don't have any, unless you're fishing a tournament. I don't know what those guys do when their spinnerbaits aren't doing what they want them to. They probably throw them away. Are they bits at the manufacturer? Oh, I could have won a tournament, but your spinnerbait wouldn't spin straight. Okay, whatever. I don't think the bass really care if it spins to the side or on top or how it's aligned. I mean, I know that you probably have a higher hookup ratio when it is running straight. But like I said, I'll twitch it and it will change the way the spinner spins. I really like this long rod for this. I'm a lot more accurate with my casting. So I can cast it in little pockets. I've been working it pretty fast. See, I'm on time. Okay, so that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed my spinnerbait video. Sometimes the words are a little hard for me, especially when I'm nervous about the rain and the potential lightning. It's far off, but still it makes me nervous. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did catch a couple fish on my Strike King spinnerbait. I liked it a lot. Notice I don't have a trailer on it. I do like to use a paddle tail trailer when I do use trailers. This is just for instruction, so I didn't think that it was really necessary. Those are more advanced techniques, and there's things that you can do to the trailer that so that it will have more action or give off more vibration. I mean, you don't really need to waste your time with those techniques just because you're not competing. If you are competing, then you can use those techniques and you will actually catch more fish. You'll have higher hookup ratios because they hit it so much more aggressively when it has the action. It has the action. They like the action. So anyways, my words aren't coming through very efficiently. Talk to you later. Sometime I has the dumb.